There is a moment no betting advert will ever show you. It's not the win, not the celebration, not the flashing numbers on the screen. It is the moment after, when the phone goes quiet, when the match ends, when the adrenaline fades, when the room feels suddenly too quiet, when your chest feels heavy, when you stare at the screen, refreshing, even though there is nothing left to refresh, and you are left alone with a hollow feeling you can't quite explain. That moment is not accidental. It is not personal weakness. It is not bad luck. It is the real cost of gambling. This episode is about that moment. Beyond the glitz, beyond the hype, beyond the promise of easy money. This is the reality of gambling's boredom. Have you ever wondered why, after gambling for a long time, normal life starts to feel dull? Why conversation feels slow? Why music no longer hits the same? Why laughter feels distant, forced, hollow? Why food tastes flatter? Why sleep feels restless? Why time either drags painfully or disappears without meaning? Why you can be surrounded by people, family, friends, colleagues, yet feel completely disconnected. This experience is shared by millions of people worldwide, different cultures, different ages, different income levels, the same emotional emptiness. And here is the most important part. This is not coincidence, and it is not weakness. I am engmanrecovery, an addiction mentor and public awareness advocate. For years, I have worked closely with individuals who never imagined gambling would ever take over their lives. People started casually, socially, out of curiosity, out of boredom. Men who placed their first bet with friends. Young people introduced through mobile apps. Parents gambling in silence. Students chasing quick money. Professionals hiding losses behind success. Different backgrounds, different stories, the same internal struggle. What you're about to hear is not theory. This is life reality, repeated thousands of times. The promise that hooks people. Gambling never introduces itself as destruction. It introduces itself as fun, a game, a challenge, a shortcut, a way to feel alive, a way to escape boredom, a way to turn ordinary days into something exciting. The advertising is polished, the language is friendly, the risk is minimized, the reward is exaggerated. At first, it works. Life feels sharper, your heart beats faster, your focus narrows, your problems fade into the background. For a moment, you feel powerful, but something subtle begins to happen. You stop noticing the world around you. The moment that once mattered starts passing by unnoticed. A joke from a friend, a child calling your name, a quiet evening that once felt peaceful. They don't disappear, they simply stop registering. The attention shifts inward, towards odds, towards outcomes, towards anticipation. Life becomes background noise. Many people describe this phase the same way. Nothing excites me anymore. But that sentence hides the truth. You are not ungrateful. You are not lazy. You are not broken. Your brain has been retrained to ignore slow joy. Inside the brain, there is a chemical messenger called dopamine. Dopamine does not create happiness. It creates anticipation. It says, pay attention. Something important is coming. Don't miss this. This system evolved to help humans survive. Food, connection, achievement, but gambling hijacks it. Every bet creates anticipation. Every countdown triggers expectation. Every near miss intensifies hope over and over again. The brain always adapts when stimulation is repeated too often. The brain protects itself. It lowers sensitivity, like eyes adjusting to bright sunlight. Eventually, normal light fades dim. So when gambling becomes the brightest thing in your life, everything else fades. Food, conversation, achievement, connection. Here is the truth many people resist. Gambling does not make life exciting. It makes life boring without it. There's a moment many gamblers describe, but few understand. It's a moment they try to stop. They expect relief. They expect peace. They expect clarity. Instead, they feel worse. Boredom becomes unbearable. Restlessness fills the body. Silence feels threatening. Sleep becomes shallow. Thoughts race. Irritability increases. People ask, why does life feel empty without gambling? This is withdrawal, not physical shaking, not vomiting, but emotional distress that is just as real. The addicted brain was trained to live in anticipation, always waiting, always hoping, always preparing. When anticipation disappears, the nervous system panics. Calm feels unfamiliar. Stillness feels unsafe. Peace feels pointless. Boredom that hurts. Healthy boredom is quiet. Addictive boredom is aggressive. It crawls under your skin. It demands action. It pushes you toward relief because the nervous system forgot how to settle naturally. For many people, gambling wasn't entertainment. It was escape. Escape from stress. Escape from loneliness. Escape from financial pressure. Escape from emotional pain. From self-doubt. Gambling didn't solve these problems. It postponed feeling them. When gambling stops, everything returns at once. Stress hits harder. Loneliness feels heavier. Regret becomes louder without tools. Relapse feels like relief. Loved ones often notice the change first. The distraction, the emotional absence, the irritability. Attention shifts from people to screens. Over time, attention shrinks from a whole person to a gambling chasing relief. One belief keeps people trapped. One big win will fix everything. But if winning satisfied, you would have stopped already. Winning does not bring peace. It brings urgency. After a win, the brain says, do it again, quickly. The chase has no finish line. It stops being about money. It becomes about escape, validation, feeling something, anything. Recovery is not punishment. It is not boredom forever. It is not a joyless life. Recovery is building the ability to feel. Early recovery feels quiet. There's a space where gambling used to be. Time slows down. Emotions resurface. This phase feels uncomfortable, but it is not failure. Healing arrives quietly. A brief laugh, a calm morning, a genuine conversation. Small amounts, but real. Excitement distracts. Connection heals. Recovery rebuilds presence, identity, meaning. Gambling promised excitement, but it delivers boredom. Recovery begins quietly, but it leads back to life. If this episode resonates with you, support is available. Check the link below in the description for a one-on-one consultation to begin your recovery journey with us. See you in my next video.